Happy late mid-morning, early lunch hour, somewhere thereabouts, guys. Depends on how long it takes this one to upload and post, but we'll get it in here somewhere. Uh, just a word of advice to all those of you guys in West Virginia, Maryland. I mean, it's not too far from me. Apparently, we have something strange falling out of the sky overnight. There has been a white ash or white powder that is been raining down in the middle of the night, and there's no answers as to what it is. Funny thing is, somebody joked it was one of Hunter's planes with all his cocaine, but I don't think that's it. But the scarier part was there was one report of a plane dropping this stuff. Now, I'm not saying that's the truth. That could be just somebody trying to stir up trouble. But what is it? Okay, I mean, the most common idea would be it's some sort of ash from everything that's going on in East Palestine, Ohio. But that's been going on for a while, and I mean, West Virginia is the next state over. Unless this stuff has stayed hanging in the atmosphere for a week or however long it's been here, and now falling, that's interesting. The descriptions of it say that it's like volcanic ash. There's no volcanoes around Virginia, or Maryland or anything. But this stuff is coming down thick to the point where it's like snowing. But here's the real interesting part. It was a clear night over Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia. So it wasn't any sort of rain or anything like that. So what is it? Now, the state EPAs or whatever have advised people to stay in the house, to turn off anything like anything that brings air in from the outside. So your air conditioner, I wouldn't say your heater brings air in from the outside or whatever, but heat pump or anything like that. Certainly close the windows, do whatever. Do not touch it, okay? Because the overwhelming reports on all of this are it smells like chlorine. Now, volcanic ash doesn't smell like chlorine. From my understanding, when vinyl chloride is burned, whatever residuals come from it doesn't smell like chlorine. So why would this be coming down? I mean, this is completely screwy as to what the source is. If it's ash from a forest fire somewhere, that wouldn't smell like chlorine. What went up that was a solid, okay, because I mean, a liquid is not going to turn to solid when it's heated, okay? It's somehow you've got to have a solid particulate here to start that contains chlorine. I don't know, okay? I'm not even going to try to speculate on this. It doesn't make any sense to me. But trying to listen, I mean, this is a lot more. The spraying from a plane, that strikes hollow with me, not because it couldn't be done, because we all know about chemtrails, but because of the area this is covering, okay? And you're not going to have some plane just doing back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, dropping this stuff, because, I mean, planes have a limited capacity to hold stuff, and there's a lot of this stuff that's coming down. It's something you guys need to pay attention to and be careful of. There was one report that this was as far away as Connecticut. Now, whether that there's a big gap between Maryland and Connecticut, West Virginia, Maryland, and Connecticut, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, kind of in between there. So what it is, I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Please, you guys keep an eye on it, see what happens. I'll link the Gateway Pundit story here below, but there's multiple sources that you can find. There's numerous videos. The reason I want to post this article is because there's a whole bunch of videos on here that you can watch that individuals have taken to show you exactly what this is. If this comes around your area, definitely call the fire department or whatever. If you get out of the house today or whatever it is and go look, and your car all of a sudden has this white dust at it, do not touch it. Do not try to rinse it off. Do not do anything. We don't know what it is yet. So word of the wise, just be careful around this stuff. We're going to find out eventually. Somehow, some way, the only logical conclusion I can make is it's coming from East Palestine. And even that, like I said, even then, that's a stretch because it would have to be hanging in the atmosphere for 2 weeks. So what is it? I got no idea. Okay, so strange goings on today. I'm off to go get some work done. Pinball out.